Hello guys, just take a look in the sky here. Beautiful, beautiful clouds formation. So I would like us to talk about rainfall in Botswana, of which we have unpredictable rainfall. Remember, Botswana is a desert. We are on the Kalahari Desert, which covers about 80% of the land. So it's a semi-arid, dry country, and we don't really have rain. We depend or rely on external sources, big air masses shifting throughout the continents, and also from the seas. So we have the Atlantic Ocean to our west, and then to the east, the Indian Ocean. And talking of the two, the Indian Ocean, because it's warm, it's a good rain former than the Atlantic. So that's why you'll find out, or if you've observed good enough, you'll find that most of our storms will come due east or from the northeastern bank, and then shifting towards the western side or south. So that's simply how the winds prevail, pushing those air masses. And one other factor will be that we can sometimes get what is known as convectional rainfall, which is simply the ground heating up. Remember I said we are a desert, 80% desert. And what a desert type environment does is that it traps the heat. It's like a solar panel. It traps heat. Those deep sand of the Kalahari, they act like a solar panels trapping heat, and then you'll have warm air rising, displacing the cold air, because warm air is lighter. So as it rises, it now forms clouds, which is known as condensation, and then that's how we'll receive our rainfall through that. And then interesting, we have on the south part of the country, we have a lot of dams, a lot of good rainfall, and most of that rain in the south comes from the Indian Ocean. But then an obstacle will be the Drakensberg Mountains in South Africa, which acts like a wall. So when that warm air tries to come into Botswana, it's being blocked. So most of that little moisture droplets will just maybe reach the southern tip of the country, but not to go into the interior. But a lot of water or rainfall would have fallen in South Africa by that time. So that's another factor to check on too. And then we also have the ITCZ, Intertropical Convergence Zone, which like the word says, converge, means to meet. You have two air masses which meet up by that equator line in Africa. It's a belt of low pressure. So these two air masses will meet, form big cumulonimbus clouds, which will then start moving southwards, causing widespread of rain all the way down to Botswana, like maybe Kasane, the northern part of the country, which is why it receives more rainfall than the southern part. And sometimes it's not really dependable, this ITCZ, because it doesn't always follow the same path. Even a shift of just 100 meters or 200 meters can make a lot of difference in the amount of rainfall that we receive. Yeah, which is very interesting. And I think on the last scale or rainfall that we had last year, it was very immense. It caused a lot of floods, mostly in the southern parts of the country. And I think this is maybe caused by the topography of the land. It's a lot of rocky outcrops, hills. It's not really like flat in the south, so it's easy for water to collect and yeah, affecting like the areas that are closer to the dams, those big dams. They suffered a lot from the heavy floods of last year. Yeah, so that is just simply the rainfall in Botswana. Thank you. Cheers.